We're going to start this video off by expressing gratitude for maintaining health, wealth, knowledge, wisdom, beauty, keen discernment, patience, confidence, talent, skill, courage, leadership, youth, and control. The topic of this video will be consistency. I'm going to ask that you subscribe to the channel and like the video because it helps with the algorithm. If you find something in this video that you either agree with or disagree with, feel free to share that in the chat. Also, if you have a topic that you feel I should make a video on next, feel free to share that in the chat as well. So the New Oxford Dictionary defines consistent as acting or done in the same way over time. And what that makes me think about is keeping up an agreement that you've made with yourself. And there are a few benefits that can come from being consistent. One, it builds momentum towards whatever goal that you're striving towards. The more consistent you are, the more likely it becomes natural. It will become a habit. There's a saying that if you do something 21 times, it's likely to become a habit. Two, it helps with improvement in whatever it is that you're being consistent with. If you're being consistent with playing the piano, you're likely to improve at being a piano player. If you're more consistent at singing, you're likely to become better at singing. If you're more consistent at playing basketball, etc. And then three, you're building trust within yourself. And this comes from being consistent, holding up to that agreement that I mentioned previously, and you respect yourself more because you feel that whatever you say you're going to do, you're going to do. And a lot of people respect themselves when they are a man or woman or them of their word. Now, there are a few ways that can help you remain consistent. One of them being reminders. So putting things on a calendar, setting alarms, vision boards, and setting goals. If you haven't seen my video on goals, I suggest and recommend that you do so. Go check it out. So that's one way, reminders. Two, giving yourself a reward. Every time you are doing that act that you are being consistent with, give yourself something as a treat, to feed that inner child in you, right? Three, remembering that mistakes are opportunities for improvement. So when you are consistent with something and you see yourself doing it either in a wrong manner or just how you didn't vision yourself doing it, remember the next time that you do it, you can do it better. So that is something that can help you remain consistent as well. And lastly, just give yourself time to see changes. Nothing happens overnight. And if you give yourself the time to actually see an impact from your consistency, I believe, I can't promise anything, but I do believe that you will be happy with the results. One thing I want to point out about being consistent, and I got this from the late, great Dr. Wayne Dyer. One thing to keep in mind when it comes to being consistent. Think about a child that's learning to walk. They crawl, they stand up, they walk, they fall. They crawl, they stand up, they walk, they fall. Now imagine if they stopped and just gave up and said, you know what? Enough of this walking stuff. Walking isn't for me. I'm just going to crawl for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? We'd all be crawling around instead of walking. So just keep that in mind. If a baby can apply consistency, imagine what an adult could do when they do the same. But with that said, I want to thank you for being here because you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me and I appreciate that. So until next time, peace.